We are witnessing absolute madness in the NFC North right now, and what I'm about to break down will fundamentally alter the landscape of this entire division. If you thought the offseason drama was winding down, brace yourselves because a massive legal storm just hit our biggest rivals, and it directly impacts the future of our beloved Chicago Bears. This is the kind of breaking news that completely flips the script on how the upcoming season is going to play out, and the ramifications are going to echo all the way to January. Make sure to smash that like button, share this video with every football fan you know, and subscribe to the channel right now so you never miss another instant update. Can you actually believe the sheer chaos unfolding across the division before the summer heat even hits? It is a total circus up north, and the fallout is dropping right into the laps of the front office in Chicago, giving the Bears an unexpected and massive strategic advantage before the players even strap on pads for training camp. The biggest bomb of the entire NFL offseason just dropped up in Wisconsin, and it centers around Green Bay Packers star running back Josh Jacobs. According to official police press releases from the Hobart Lawrence Police Department, Jacobs was arrested following a severe disturbance complaint that took place just a few days ago. He was booked into the Brown County Jail and is currently facing a staggering 5 criminal charges. We are talking about misdemeanor counts of battery, criminal damage to property, disorderly conduct, and intimidation of a victim. But the absolute hammer that has the entire sports world talking is the 5th charge, which is a felony count of strangulation and suffocation. This is not just a minor slip-up or a routine traffic violation. This is an incredibly serious legal situation that could completely derail the Green Bay offense and reshape the entire division. Jacobs is scheduled to appear in front of a judge for a critical hearing, and the entire league is watching with bated breath to see how this plays out. If these charges stick, the NFL is almost guaranteed to step in with a heavy-handed suspension under the personal conduct policy. We have seen the league hand out 6-game, or even season-long suspensions for similar situations in the past, much like the high-profile league interventions we witnessed about a decade ago with star running backs. If things truly go south for Jacobs, could the Packers actually cut their star bell cow running back just months after signing him? There is not an overwhelming amount of guaranteed money left on his deal, meaning Green Bay could realistically look to move on entirely if the legal and public relations fallout becomes too toxic for the organization to handle. Let's be completely honest about their roster. Behind Jacobs, that Green Bay running back room is absolutely brutal and lacks any real identity. They are looking at Chris Brooks and Marshawn Lloyd as their primary answers to carry the load. While collegiate prospects like Damian Martinez have flashed potential, there is a clear reason he has bounced around practice squads across the league. He is simply not an elite everyday starter in this league, leaving the Packers completely vulnerable. This brings us to our explosive question of the day, and I want every single one of you to drop your thoughts in the comments section below right now. If Josh Jacobs is hit with a massive multi-game suspension or completely cut by Green Bay, does this instantly clear the path for the Chicago Bears to completely run away with the NFC North title? Or do you still think the Packers find a way to compete without him? Let me hear your voices down below because this historic rivalry is reaching a boiling point. The Bears are scheduled to clash with the Packers in a massive Week 5 showdown, followed by a high-stakes Christmas Day battle at Soldier Field. If Green Bay is completely stripped of their dynamic ground game, their entire offensive identity crumbles, giving our defense a massive strategic advantage. We are still early in the judicial process, and sometimes these heavy charges get negotiated down to lesser probation agreements, but a felony strangulation charge is an enormous red flag that will hang over Green Bay all summer long. While our rivals scramble to handle an unprecedented crisis, our front office is quietly making aggressive, calculated moves to upgrade the roster and ensure the Bears are built for a deep postseason run. Renowned league insider Brad Biggs of the Chicago Tribune dropped a fascinating report revealing that the team recently brought in veteran edge rusher A.J. Epenesa for a major private workout. The 27-year-old defensive end, who spent the first 6 seasons of his career establishing himself as a reliable force with the Buffalo Bills, is currently a free agent. This workout is definitive proof that our management team is not sitting on their hands, simply hoping the current depth chart magically performs. They are actively hunting for veteran pass-rushing depth to pair alongside our foundational defensive stars. The background on Epenesa adds a layer of mystery and intrigue to this entire situation. Just a couple of months ago, in late March, he had a fully finalized agreement to sign a one-year, $5 million contract with the Cleveland Browns. However, that entire multi-million-dollar deal spectacularly collapsed at the finish line after the former Iowa standout failed his mandatory team physical. The exact medical red flags that caused Cleveland to pull their offer remain strictly confidential, but it usually points to lingering joint issues or soft tissue damage that front offices deem too high of a financial risk. Bringing him into Hallis Hall for a comprehensive workout was a genius chess move by our staff. It allowed our medical team to run a fresh, updated evaluation to see exactly how his body has recovered over the past 2 months, giving us a unique data point moving forward. On the field, Epenesa has proven to be a highly effective, physical rotational piece when healthy. While his traditional box score numbers dipped a bit last season, he previously put together 3 consecutive seasons racking up at least 6 sacks per year. His analytical metrics show incredible consistency, with his pass rush win rate floating between 9% and 13.1% in 5 of his 6 professional seasons. Standing at 6'4" and weighing a powerful 275 pounds, he possesses the rare length and versatility to set a hard edge against the run or kick inside to rush the passer on crucial third downs. Because he has the failed physical on his record, his market value has plummeted. We could potentially secure his services on a highly discounted, incentive-heavy deal worth around $2.5 million. He might not be a superstar who completely alters defensive game plans, but as a high-floor rotational piece, he would give our edge rush group a massive boost in reliability without forcing us to restructure other contracts. But wait, the plot thickens even further on the trade market, and this is where things get truly exciting for Chicago. National NFL insider Jordan Schultz just dropped an absolute bombshell report that the Arizona Cardinals are actively receiving calls from interested teams regarding a potential trade for their Pro Bowl defensive end, Josh Sweat. The 29-year-old pass rusher is coming off a sensational career-best season where he exploded for 12 sacks in the desert. Despite that elite production, Sweat has completely ghosted the team's voluntary off-season workouts and organized team activities. The underlying reasons for his deep frustration are starting to come to light. Sweat originally signed a massive 4-year, $76.4 million contract to play specifically for head coach Jonathan Gannon, whom he shared a deeply close personal relationship with during their highly successful years together with the Philadelphia Eagles. But after Arizona suffered a miserable 3-14 campaign, the organization fired Gannon, leaving Sweat isolated on a rebuilding roster under an entirely new coaching staff he has no connection with. With the calendar turning, a trade would save Arizona nearly $11 million in cap space, meaning the trade market is about to blow wide open. Sweat's remaining contract is highly manageable for an acquiring team, carrying a very reasonable base salary of under $10 million for the upcoming season. If our front office can strike a deal using mid-round draft compensation, say a third-round selection or a future late-round pick swap, we should absolutely pull the trigger. Sweat is a proven, durable game-changer who has shown up on the biggest stages throughout his career. He would instantly transform our defensive front from a question mark into one of the most feared units in the entire NFL, providing the consistent pressure needed to close out tight games in the fourth quarter. We are officially at a crossroads this offseason, and the front office has 2 distinct paths to choose from. Do we take the draft capital and swing a high-impact trade for a proven star like Josh Sweat, or do we hold onto our valuable picks and sign a free agent like A.J. Epenesa to protect our long-term financial flexibility? Organized team activities are officially kicking off, and with the media arriving at the facility tomorrow, we are going to get our first real answers about the health and direction of this team. The energy around this organization is palpable, our rivals are crumbling from within, and the opportunity to seize total control of the division is right in front of us. Make sure you are locked into this channel, hit that subscribe button right now, and get ready because this is going to be an unforgettable ride. Bear down.